There we go. All right, everyone say what's up to YouTube. This will go on YouTube. And I'm going to be doing my final Mortal Kombat X tier list. And so basically, I couldn't find a tier list that was just Mortal Kombat X. So I had to find one that was all 3 of the new games. So I'm just going to be ranking the Mortal Kombat X characters. It's going to be based on their strength. Typical tier list you typically see. And yeah, this is my final one. So let's just go by from left to right and then down. And then I'm going to be only ranking the MKX characters. So we got Bo' Rai Cho first. And here are my tiers, by the way. We got S+, we got S, we got S-, we got A, we got A-, we got B. And you might say to yourself, Tweedy, why there's so many S tiers? Well, it's because MKX is broke. So that's why. Okay, so Bo' Rai Cho, I would say, is... he's like S-. Like, his mix is just so good. His mix and his damage. And, like, any issues he has, like, with, like, neutral and stuff, they're not really that bad. You know what I mean? Like, he has, like, a full screen, like, armor. And, like, he has a good down 4, good jump in, stuff like that. So, like, yeah, his neutral's not the best, but he can get around it, like, enough to where, like, he can get that mix going, and then it's just party time for him. Alright, so Cassie is S-. Great neutral, great mix. Her biggest weakness is probably like her mid-screen. Not weakness, but thing that makes her not as good as like the best characters is like her mid-screen damage is like not the greatest, but besides that, she's broke. I might even put her in like S. Yeah, I'll put her in S for now. Yo, what's up, Devil? What's up, Solus? Okay, so Devora got a lot of nerfs, but I still feel like she's really strong. She's still got great mix-ups that lead into combos. She's still got amazing neutral with that forward 1, that down 4. She's still got like a plus 13 mid with her bug cancels. So I would say that she's S- with Bo' Rai Cho, I would say. She's still really good. Ermac, in my opinion, is S+. I think he's top 5 in the game. Mystic Ermac is just so broken. Like, his neutral is out of control with EX push and his buttons. And then he's got like crazy mix-ups. His combos he doesn't need to spin bar. And when you got a character with that good of armor that doesn't need to spin bar on combos, it's just like, man, what were they smoking? What was NRS smoking on whenever they balanced Mystic Ermac? Like, Jesus Christ. Alright, so who's the next MKX character? Aaron Black. Aaron Black is like, he's like not very good, right? Like, he's alright. That's why B tier is my lowest tier, because even the worst characters are still pretty good. They're alright. But he's just like, with all the nerfs he's got and stuff, he's just like so like compared to like the other characters on this game. He's just doesn't do anything too crazy. I'll put him in A-. He's not that bad. Like Gunslinger, like if you're playing Gunslinger and you're good with it, like he's pretty decent, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's another thing is Ermac is always like -1 and 0, and he's got a 6-frame down 1, and not a lot of characters have 6-frame down 1, so that shit is just like so cheap. So yeah, I'm gonna put Aaron in A-. I feel like he's good, but he's not as cheap as the characters above him. All right, Ferritor. Ferritor is really good, right? Got good mix-ups, got like a good armor move, got a lot of damage. I don't know where I would put Ferritor. Probably in S-. I think Ferritor is really cheap. I just don't think Ferritor is as cheap as these characters up here. Being like a huge character like Ferritor, it has a lot of like minus in this game. You're gonna have to hold pressure that smaller characters don't. And then his neutral is not like the greatest. So I would say he's like S- or A. Yeah, I'll say S- for now. No, we'll say A for now. We'll say A. Okay, so Jackie. Jackie is she's really good. It's just her neutral is not great. Her neutral is like not great at all. It's kind of similar to 11, right? Where like Jackie in 11, like her neutral is kind of the thing that's like not the best. But on 11, she has like better pokes, and characters in general are not as good on 11 as X. Like, there's a lot more like cheap characters on X. So I feel like she has like S plus tools, but she's just not as good as the S plus characters, if that makes sense. But she's great. She's great though. Like top 10 debatable for sure. But yeah. Okay, so Jax. Oh man, Jax is like, he's a big character. They took away like his good armor moves. His neutral is like not the greatest. He relies on like gimmicks. Yeah, I don't know. I would put Jax down there. I'm gonna move Aaron down there as well for now. Yeah, it's just, yeah. Projectiles plus, yeah, but it's gimmicky. If you don't know anything about Jax and you fight him, he's like here. But if you know Jax in and out, and like you pick a matchup that's like tough for him and stuff like that, he's like, yeah, he's not very good. Okay, so Johnny is still really good, man. Whether it be A-list or Stun Double, like Stun Double's got some really cheap stuff going on. He's got really good buttons. A-list, you can still whiff cancel 4-3. That shit's really cheap. He's still really plus. He's still got good damage. Johnny's just good, man. He's just a good character. Like, he's just good. Like, he's not as cheap as the S and S plus, but he's good. It's fine. Okay, Kano is like really strong in my opinion. Like Cutthroat's got insane like plus mix-ups. Cybernetics got really good neutral. That plus projectile is really good. Commando's got like command grabs that make you explode. He's got really good buttons, a good projectile in every variation. Good anti-airs, decent wake-up, stuff like that. I'm going to put him in S. This is ordered from left to right, by the way, so I think Jackie is stronger than Cassie and Kano. So just letting y'all know. And I think Aaron is better than Jax. Alright, so Kenshi. Kenshi, in my opinion, is the most overrated character in the game. His problem is, like, his buttons aren't the best. Like, he's got a 9-frame. His fastest button that leads into a combo is 9 frames. People always talk about, they're like, oh, his armor's so broke. His armor's so broke. It is so broke. It is, I agree. But it's only 13%, and he needs bar to combo. Unlike Ermac, he needs bar to combo. So he's got way worse buttons than Ermac. He needs bar to combo. So it's like, yeah, his armor is just as cheap, but overall, he's a much worse character. And his teleport stuff, if you really figure it out, it's not the greatest. So I just feel like he's extremely overrated, like extremely. And I'm going to put him in A. I know it's going to give me a lot of hate. This is how I feel. And I explained my reasoning, and you can have your reasoning. That's just how I feel. Okay, Kitana. I feel like Kitana is borderline best character in the game. It's just, she's insane. Like, she has an armored launcher still. They were supposed to remove armored launchers from the game, but she still has one. You might say, oh, Tweedy, it takes 2 bars. It takes 2 bars. She builds meter endlessly, like, all the time. She's like an MK11 character, and she doesn't need to spend bar to do combos. She does, like, 35% to 40% meterlessly without bar. Like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Like, she is fucking so broken, bro, in this game. And her neutral is out of control. She has half screen, full comboing mids. She has no hurtbox normals. She has fans that if you jump, you get comboed. Like, she is extremely broken, bro. Like, extremely. I think she's borderline best character in the game. Alright, so Kotal Khan, he's still good, but he's just not very cheap anymore, man. His neutral's still good, his button's still good, but he's one of the, like, least cheap characters in the game, in my opinion. Like, yeah, like, command grab's good with Sun God, but, like, compared to everything above him, like, I don't know. I feel like he's not, like, very cheap anymore. You gotta be cheap on this game. You have to, or else. I feel like his buttons and neutral are still so good that I would put him above, like, Jax or Aaron, but yeah, I feel like he's like A-. Okay, so Kung Jin got nerfed probably the worst in the game besides Alien. Like, they came for Kung Jin with those nerfs. They came for him, bro. Like, his fucking, like, they made his overhead shitty. They made his, like, Shaolin drop have, like, a huge gap. They nerfed his damage by a lot. They nerfed his fucking chakram. Like, and his risk reward on everything is just not that good now because of that. And, like, his mix-ups are, like, gimmicky and reactable. I'm gonna slide Aaron up to A- and put Kung Jin at B, worst character so far. I think he is, like, extremely overrated right now. I feel like he's just He's extremely gimmicky. All the good shit about him got nerfed. It's just like, he still has some good shit, but yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like he struggles right now. All right, so Kung Lao's pretty good. Like, he has good neutral, he has good damage, he has good mind games, but it sucks that they nerfed his like EX spin and stuff like that. That was really keeping him like high on tier lists, and he's not a cheap character at all. He's not a cheap character at all. By MKX standards, he's not a cheap character at all. I feel like that holds him back a lot. So I'm gonna put him in A, next to Kenshi. I just feel like he's not cheap at all, and I feel like that holds him back a lot. In a game like MKX. Now, Liu Kang is just like, he's like insane. Like some of the best neutral, some of the best pressure, some of the best damage, some of the best mind games, some of the best buttons, some of the best armor. It's just like, he's up there, man. He's up there for sure. For sure, he's up there. I don't know if I have him above Kitana and Ermac. Like, obviously, like, Ninja Killa makes him look like the best, but I feel like if you had like someone who put in the hours of Ninja Killa on Ermac and Kitana, I don't know if I would put Liu above them, but he's up there for sure. Okay, so Melina is like easily S plus. Like, she's just so good. Like, her neutral's so good, her damage is so good. Her she's like extremely cheap with ethereal, and even with piercing, but mostly with ethereal in my opinion. And ethereal is a character that like kind of got left on like the side. But that character was extremely broke. Like, the way that she's like so plus off of everything and leading into like extremely high damage. Her jump 1, it's like insanely broke. Yeah, I feel like she's S plus. Low profiles, like low profiles like crazy. Like, you can just mash down 3 with her, and it's like, what the fuck are they gonna do? Like, she's so broke. I'll leave her there. Okay, so Quan Chi's still extremely good. His buttons are really bad though. Like, that's always been his problem. His buttons fucking suck. His down 3 is good, but that's about it. He has good mix though, good damage. He's cheap. He's great, but I just feel like he's not up here. I feel like he's like here. Like, he's just not as good as these characters. He's great, but just if he had like better buttons, like if his down 1 was like more plus, stuff like that, I would put him like up here, but I feel like he's here. Okay, so Reptile. So Reptile's good. His neutral like isn't the best though. Unless it's like certain matchups where characters like struggle against Force Ball. Yeah, his neutral's not the best. And characters above him, they're either a little bit cheaper or have better. That's the thing about this game, is like, you can look at characters and they're like complete characters, but it's just characters above them are like cheaper or more complete. And I feel like Reptile's a pretty complete character, but his neutral's lacking a little bit, and the characters above him are a little bit cheaper, so I would say he's like right here. I would say. Okay, so Raiden. Raiden is actually really strong on this game. He's got very good neutral, very good mix-ups, very good mind games, very good pressure. He's just very good, man. I don't know if I would put him in S+, but he's definitely, like, amazing. He's definitely, like, an amazing character. For sure. Like, Displacer is so cheap. So, yeah, I'm going to put him in S for now. Scorpion is... Hellfire Scorpion is very good. His pressure is really good. His damage, like, he's not, like, the cheapest mix-up-wise compared to, like, some other characters. But if you get hit by him, bro, it's like you're eating, like, 40% into, like, a dumb reset, into, like, a guaranteed chip, and then he can, like, throw you or something, and it does, like, 16%. Like, bro, he is so good. Like, and his neutral is really good, too. So, it's not, like, the best neutral, but it's scary, because you know if, like, you get hit by him once, like, it's leading into so much, into a reset, stuff like that. So I'm going to put him in S. Not S+, but S, I would say. Okay, so who's next? Is that how I had everyone? All right, so I'm going to cut to this point on YouTube. So the list before didn't have DLC. So I had to find a new list. This one has like weird pictures, but whatever. Oh yeah, I had Quan Chi. Where did I have Quan Chi? I had him like, yeah, right there. And I had Devora too. Where's Devora? I had Devora like, where was she? Like right here or something like that? Okay, so there we go. All right, tier list resumed. Oh yeah, Scorpion. I had Scorpion up here. And we're Raiden too. Where's Raiden? These pictures suck. These pictures fucking suck. But okay. So Alien. So Alien, in my opinion, they nerfed Alien from arguably top 1 to arguably bottom 1. Alien is just so shitty now. Like, the risk reward is so trash now. The fucking damage is bad. Like, Alien is just every character in the game is better than Alien now, in my opinion. Like, I really feel that way. If you disagree, that's fine, but I feel like they went overboard with nerfing Alien. I feel like they made Alien fucking trash. Everyone always said, like, oh, Acidic's still good, or that one variation with the eggs is still good. Where has anyone done good with any variation since the patch ever? You know what I'm saying? So, Alien is just trash. Okay, so Cyber Sub. Cyber Sub is like pretty good. I feel like Cyber Sub is just like, Cyber Sub is really cheap. But I also feel like there's kind of ways to play neutral against Cyber Sub that makes Cyber Sub have to play very risky. But Cyber Sub is still pretty cheap. Like, if you get hit by him, he gets you in the corner, like, you're in trouble. You have to guess, like, a bunch of different ways to get out of the ice ball setup. So, yeah, I would say Cyber Sub is, like, there at A. Like, above Ferritor. I'll move Ferritor down one. Okay, so Cyrax. Cyrax is just really good, man. Like, there's stuff about him that's, like, not the best. Like his neutral's not the best, stuff like that. But, like, and you can get around some of his setups, but I feel like he's really good. I'll move Devora down one. I just feel like Cyrax is really good, really cheap. Oh, yeah, I had Ermac up here. Okay, so Goro? Goro's pretty good, right? He's got good damage, good armor. His neutral, he's just a really big character with not very good neutral, man, without armor. His neutral is not very good, and he's really big. So it's like, he struggles in that regard, but I still feel like he's pretty good. I would put him, like, right here. I put him, like, right there. Jason's really cheap on this game. Like, he's got, like, really good neutral. He's got really good armor. He's got really good mix-ups. He's got good pressure. Like, Jason's just a great character. I would put him, like right under S+. Like, right under S+. Like, definitely in my top 10, for sure. I think, at least. I think he's in my top 10. Okay, so Leatherface. Leatherface is good. He's just, like, he's a lot of... Like, when you see people get hit by Leatherface, it's like, why did they get hit there? Like, he's a lot of gimmicks. But he has really good neutral. He has really good damage. It's just like, his mix isn't as cheap as like characters, like the best characters. He's just not as cheap as them. So I would say he's like A. He's like A, I would say. Who was this? Oh, Predator? I feel like Predator's like the most overrated character in the game, honestly. Like, Predator's obviously really good, but people want to say like Predator's top 5 because if you look at any period of MKX, there's always a Predator player that's in all the top 8s. But, whether it be like Destroyer and then it was Smash and now it's Cyclone and Smash is still there too. I feel like those players kind of carry the character, similar to how me and Ray carry Kenshi. Predator is just like not as good as people think, in my opinion. Like, he can get bullied really bad up close. And then when you go with Warrior, you give up a lot of his neutral. Like, you really have to use this to get going. Which is still really good, but I don't know. I feel like he's kind of overrated. I would put him like right here. No, maybe like, I would put him maybe like top of S-. Maybe. Yeah, a lot of people have him like here, but nah. I think he's overrated a little bit. Alright, Reptile. I already had Reptile ranked. Where did I have him? Like right here, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Sector. Sector is obviously really good. Like, amazing neutral, amazing buttons, amazing pressure, amazing damage. Like, Sector is just all around amazing. Do I think Sector is S plus though? No, I do not. But I do think he's like borderline close. I would say he's like right here. I would say. Okay, so Shinnok is S plus. I mean, Shinnok is just like extremely broken on this game. Like his buttons in his neutral are better than everyone in the game, and he has cheap mix-ups, and he has like in Bone Shaper he has like even better neutral, and in Imposter he has like extremely like broke like mind game mix-ups and damage depending on the matchup. Like it's just, I feel like he's the best in the game, to be honest, bro. Like. And I know people are going to be like, oh, we never see him in tournaments. I just feel like he's kind of like not that exciting to use compared to these other characters. But he's just so broke, man. Like his butt, like imagine, so Ninja Killa has probably put in like 4,000 hours on MKX. Imagine if he played Shinnok for 4,000 hours. I don't think people would sign up for events. I don't think they would. I feel like they would just not enter. Wait, hold on one second, y'all. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, so I feel like, because you gotta understand, right, the MK11 came out, and the people who still play MKX love MKX, so if you're gonna play for the love, you gotta play a character you like to play. And let's be real, people were picking Shinnok because he's broke. Shinnok is like Fujin. Shinnok is like Fujin. No one cares about Shinnok. People pick him because he's broke. Like, no one cares about Fujin. No one cares about Shinnok. People play these characters because they are broken, not because they like them. Like, let's be can we be real for a second? In the stream and on YouTube, no one plays Fujin or Shinnok because they like them. Nobody. Nobody. I never saw anyone ask for these characters. But they came out, they were extremely broke, and then people played them. Like, that's why people play them. Not because they like them. Alright, so Smoke. Smoke is very good, man. Like, his neutral's so good. His mix-ups are so good. His pressure's so good. He's got, like, some good little gimmicky mix-ups you can throw in. I think he's S+. I think he's the best robot. I think he's S+. I think he's amazing. I do. Okay, so Demo Sonya. I mean, Sonya is just so good, man. Like, her mix-ups are so good. Her neutral's, like, underrated. Like, she can get stuff going with, like, her jump-ins, her dive kick, her forward 2. And then the bombs are just, they just play the game for her. She did get nerfed a bit, so I don't think she's as good as, like, the S+ characters. But I still feel like she's so good, man. Demo Sonya, I still feel like she's so cheap. Like, I can't rank her lower than that. I can't. Alright, so Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero, he has, like, really good matchups, but in those matchups where he's not really good, he's still good. But he's, like, not as good as, like, these characters up here in S and S+. But because he has those matchups that are so good, I still feel like he's, like, he's S. I still feel like he's S. Like, I still feel like he's S. Because, like, he wins so many matchups so hard. And even in the matchups where he doesn't win really hard, he's still pretty good. He's still pretty good. It's just, that holds him back from being, like, S+, is that he has matchups where he's, like, not the best. Where, like, people get around clones, stuff like that. But he's still good there. Man, got Sonya in S tier? Hell yeah. Alright, so Takeda. Takeda's really good. Some of his variations got weaker, like Ronin and Shirai Ryu. But, like, Lasher is really good now. He's still got really good neutral, good buttons. He's just, like, not very cheap compared to, like, the characters in, like, S and S+. So it's hard for me to put him, like, up there. I would say he's, like, right here. Like, he used to be, like, here. Like, when Ronin was at its most broken, stuff like that. But these days, I would say he's, like, right there. Okay, so Tanya. Tanya's still pretty good with, like, Pyromancer and, Dragon Naginata and stuff like that. Still really good, but I don't know. I would put her like probably somewhere like right here, I would say. Still really good, just not as good as like S or S plus. Okay, so Tremor is definitely like borderline top 1. I don't know if I would put him above Shinnok and Kitana though, but he's definitely up there. He's just, his pressure is like endless and like really dumb. Like anytime he hits you with anything, you're either going into like a big combo or you're getting put into like that like crazy pressure where he's like always plus or like always jailing you. And his armor move is like insane, the way it gets around stuff and the way it makes stuff punishable. Tremor is just, he's broke, man. Like I'm pretty sure to everyone who still plays, he's I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's pretty obvious at this point. All right, so who is this? Wait, hold on. I already ranked all 4 robots. I ranked Cybersub, Cyrax, Sector, and Smoke. So who is this? All right, we need a who tier just for this guy. Who the fuck is that? All right, so yeah, guys, that's gonna be my MKX tier list. Appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit me with the subscribe, hit me with a like, comment down below what you thought about the list. If you disagree, I'm sure a lot of people disagree. There's a lot of hot takes in here, but you know, it is what it is. It's my opinion. And thank you guys. Later.